Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sairam everyone. So we will just go over the last two verses which we looked at the past 2 weeks, and then we'll proceed. Okay. I'm going to slowly chant. Maybe you can chant after me. Deshantaragata buddhastava divyamurtim. Once again. Deshantaragata buddhastava divyamurtim. Sandarshanabhirati samyuta chittavritya vedokta mantra pathanena lasantyajasram jasram. Okay, jasram, not a jasram. Ja is ra, jasram. Lasantyajasram. Shri Sathya Sai Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. Go to the next verse. Shrutva Tavadbhuta Charitramakhanda Kirtim Vyaptam Digantara Vishala Dharatalesmin Jignyasuloka Upatisthati Chashramesmin. Shri Sathya Sai Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. So those were two verses which we looked at past 2 weeks. We will go to the next one, which is the last verse actually in the Suprabhatam. I will just read it once and then we'll go over by letter and word by word. Sita Sati Sama Vishuddha Hridambujata Bahvangana Karagrihita Supushpahara Stunvanti Divya Nutibhi Pranibhushanam Tvam. Shri Sathya Sai Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. Let us look at letter by letter. Actually, I was debating whether to do this detailed breakdown of the letters, but maybe this would be the last time because for the simple ones, I don't think it's needed. We have done it enough number of times. So I will do that only as needed, I would hereafter. Maybe I will do a breakdown of any compound consonants. There are two or more consonants are involved. So we'll just start for this week. We will continue the same way. The first letter is C, which is plus E, longer E. So it's C. The next letter is Ta, with plus A, longer A, Ta, C, Ta. The next letter is Sa, is plus A, Sa. The next letter is Ti, it plus E, Ti, Sati. The next letter is Sa again, is plus A, Sa. The next letter is Ma, plus A is Ma, Sama. The next letter is V, U plus E, the short Ikara, E, V. The next letter is Shu, which is the palatal Sha, okay? The tongue should be parallel to the roof of the mouth. Ish plus U, Shu. The next letter is a compound consonant comprising of 3 letters, as you can see. Id, which is the third letter in the Tha Varga. The next letter is the fourth letter in the Tha Varga, which is with extra air. Okay, it's Mahaprana or extra air. So id, this is id, this is d. Then the third one is a. So it's idha, idha. This combination you will find quite often coming in many words. That's the third tha, which is the, and the fourth one, which is the, like Suddha, Shuddhi, like that you will come across quite often. Okay, so you should become familiar with this letter, I would say. The next letter is Hr, plus R. This is one of, I hope you remember the vowel where the tongue actually points upwards, just the way you say Ra, but the tongue is pointed up and we just blow air, which is R, R, okay. Hr. Just watch how it is written. The extra, it's a semicircle, I would say, which points towards the right side. of your is actually usually at the bottom for most of the letters, but for her, it's in the middle. Okay, it's an exception. So just make a note of that. The next letter is the, with plus the, which is the third letter in the tha varga. The, which is the same as here. The. The next letter is a compound consonant made of three letters. Ub, and u. Bu. Bu. Okay. The next letter is ja, which plus a, it makes it ja. The next letter is actually with plus ta with a visarga taha. Okay. Hridambu jata. That's the word. Hridambu jata. Okay. We'll go to the next line. So 1 second, I will read it once. Sita Sati Sama Vishuddha Hridambujata. Okay. Go to the next line. There are quite a few compound consonants here, so we'll spend a little time. The first letter is ba, it should be pretty, which is the third letter in the pa varga. Okay, no extra r, just ba. Ub plus a, ba. Okay. The next letter is actually a compound consonant. V, v, uv, and a. V. So bah, v. Okay. The next letter is, just watch the v is actually, you can see actually it's written somewhere in the middle of her. For her, you will always find most of the action happening in the middle. Okay, in the compound consonants. The next letter is nga. Which is the nasal sound in the ka varga. So where you say ka, ga, ga, nga. Okay, the tongue's position should be the same, but you make a nasal sound. Which is the third letter in the ka varga. No extra air, just simple ga, a, nga. The next letter is in plus a, na, with a visarga, na. Bahvangana. Okay. The next letter is ka, plus a, ka. The next letter is ra, plus a, ra, kara. The next one is which is the third letter in the ka varga. And r, again we saw in r in the previous slide. R, the tongue should be pointed up, and it's not ru, it's not ri, it's r. Okay. Gr. Next letter is he, which is plus e, which is long. Grihi. The next letter is tha, plus a tha. Grihita. Grihita. The next letter is su, is plus u, su. Next one is pu, plus u, supu. The next one is a compound consonant. Ish, which is the sh where you point the tongue up and say it's a cerebral sh, okay? Ish, up, and a. Pushpa, pushpa, okay? Pushpam, okay? Pushpa. The next letter is ha, plus a, ha. And the last letter is ra, plus a with a visarga, raha. Ha, ra. Okay, Bahvangana, Bahvangana, Karagrihita, Supushpa, Hara, Bahvangana, Karagrihita, Supushpa hara. Okay, we'll go to the next. I will read the line once and then we will go over the letters. Stunvanti divya nutibhi parni bhushanam tvam. Okay. The first letter is a compound consonant. Is, it, and u. You can see half a sa and tu, stu, stu. The next one is also a compound consonant. In, u, and a, inva, stunva. The next letter is also a compound consonant. In, it, and e, inti. We would have come across this quite often. Stunvanti. The next letter is di. Id plus e is di. The next letter is a compound consonant. U, e, and a. Uvya. So divya. The next letter is nu. In plus u gives us nu. Next letter is ti. It plus e, ti. The next letter is b. This is the fourth letter in the pa varga, ub, with extra air, okay? Ub. Then e and the visarga. So it's bhihi, okay? Nuti bhihi. The next letter is pa, which is second letter in the pa varga. It's up plus a, it's pa. Many people pronounce it as fa also. It's more common in the northern part of India. I think because of Persian influence or Urdu influence. But the right Sanskrit pronunciation is pa. Okay, with extra air, which is pa, with an extra air, which is pa. So pa. The next letter is ni, which is the nasal sound which comes in the ta varga, where the tongue actually points upwards. Na, okay. E, ni, pa, ni, okay, pani. The next letter is bhu, which is the fourth letter in the pa varga, b, with extra air, b, and u, which is longer u, bhu. This is the same one which comes in bhur, bhuvaswaha in the Gayatri, bhu, with extra air. The next letter is sh, ish plus a, sh, bhu, sh, which is the sh, which is cerebral sh, so the tongue has to point up. Sh, bu, sh. This again the na, which is the third, the cerebral na in the ta varga, nasal sound, the fifth letter in the ta varga, nasal sound. Un, a, and anuswara, which is at the top, the dot, nam. Okay. Bhu, sh, nam. The last letter is tvam. It's a compound consonant with anuswara, with u and a, twa, with anuswara, tvam. Okay. This time I also put the last line because we have been skipping it for some time, but I thought it may be good to go through it once. You may be familiar, but doesn't hurt, I guess. Shri Sathya Sai Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. The first letter is a compound consonant, ish, ir, and e, which is Shri. Next one is sa. Next letter is itya, compound consonant. Sa, I, Bha, Ga, Va, N. Bhagavan. Ta, Va, Su, Pra, Bha, Ta, Suprabhatam. You should have read, but it's okay. Okay. So we have gone over the letters. We'll look at the meanings now. Sita, Sati, Sama, Vishuddha, Hridambujata. Sita. I think all of us know Mother Sita, Sita Rama, the spouse of Sri Rama, Mother Sita. It also means tilled land. See, Sita was supposed to have been found in the tilled land where the land was tilled. Janaka Maharaja is supposed to have been tilling the land. See, one would wonder, how kings do. Those days, kings also did, work in the fields. So he was tilling the land and he found Mother Sita, supposed to. So because she was found in the burrow of the tilled land, she was born from the earth. Okay, so it's actually Sita also would mean a child which is born from a tilled, plowed land. So that's so you can say cultivated land. So you remove all the shrubs, and from there she was born. So it was ready to be cultivated. In that kind of land, Sita is born. The next one is Sati. Sati, there are two ways to look at it. One, it basically means a virtuous woman, a good woman is called Sati. A good wife is also called Sati. But Sati also is the daughter of Daksha, and she was Shiva's spouse, the other half of Shiva, you could say. Okay, we will come back, and I would like to dwell on the Malu. Sama, equal, like. So Sita, Sati, Sama. So there are many ways of looking at it. One is you can say Sita, who is the virtuous wife, a chaste wife. Okay. Sama, like that Sita, is one way to take a look at it. Or one can say, you can say someone who is equal or like Sita or Sati. Okay. This spouse is Shiva. Okay. The next word is Vishuddha. Shuddha by itself means something which is clean, pure. But Vishuddha means it's supremely pure. There's nothing which can be purer than that. So you can see it's purest. When the prefix V is added, you can say there's nothing beyond that. Like Nayaka, Vinayaka means someone who does not have any Lord above Vinayaka. Okay. So the same way, Vishuddha means there's nothing beyond. So that is a supreme purity. Vishuddha. Hridambujata. It's made of three words. One is Hrid, the next one is Ambu, and the third one is Jata. So this is what we call a samasa, combination of compound word. Many words coming together to make one word. You can say that id and a become the, it's a sandhi, It's a simple sandhi, but maybe I should highlight. So you see this id and has become this the. Okay, hridambu jata. So this hrid, it is heart. Hridaya also comes from this word only, hrid. Swami says hridaya means the heart which is with compassion is called hridaya. Okay, according to Swami. So hrid is heart. Ambu means water. Okay. Jata is to be born, something born from water. So Ambu Jata means that which is born of water. Okay. So generally, you may have also heard the word Ambujaha also, So those are names for a lotus. Ja is also to be born. Jata is also born. Okay. Hridambu Jata means those with heart lotuses. Okay. I put it as heart lotuses, lotuses of the heart. So if we look at this verse, we can see, we can come back later. So there are a few things which are mentioned here. One is Sita, Sati, Sama, Vishuddha. Two of these great examples have been taken as examples of purity. Sita, Sati. Or Sita, who is the Sati, is considered as symbolizing purity, total purity. And it also means Hridambu Jata. Hrid means the heart, there's a lotus of the heart. So what exactly it means is the Ambu means it is compassion. From that, so that compassion overflowing heart. So people who have hearts which are overflowing with compassion or even love. Swami says heart symbolizes love. So one whose heart is filled with love is another meaning. Okay, Vishuddha Hridambu Jata. We'll come back. This is one of the, I would say, the best verse in Suprabhatam. I will come back again. I would like to dwell on it a bit more. We'll go to the next line. We'll take the first word, which is Bhakvangana. Bhakvangana. Okay. It's a bit difficult to compound word, I would say, for many people who are not used to. It's Bhakvangana. Okay. It is made of two words. It's again Sandhi comes into play. Bahu and Angana. This hu and a make hua. What happens is hu is made of and u. So that u and this a become v. U and a becomes v. So plus u is hu and u plus a becomes v. So plus v becomes v. Bahvangana. Okay. So that's a sandhi. Bahu means many, numerous. It also means abundant or plenty. Okay. Bahu, a lot is another word you can say. It's closer to the word lot or lot more, whatever you want to say. Angana means women with beautiful lips. Why the word women comes is because Angana means it's a feminine word. Na. Akara long is, so Angana means, Anga is actually limbs. Anga. Angana means it's beautiful limbs. Na also means curved limbs. Okay. Is also another meaning. Women with beautiful limbs. So actually, you can say just women. Rather than use any other word, Angana is used, someone who is beautiful with beautifully endowed limbs. There are many different meanings, levels of discuss, but we will look at a couple of them later. So Bhakvangana means there are many women, you can say. Kara Grihita. Kara is hand. Grihita means to hold. Holding in the hand. So I put Kara is hand. Grihita, holding. Okay. So Bhakvangana is many women are holding in their hands Supushpa Hara. Okay, Su, Pushpa, and Hara. Su means anything divine or auspicious or good is Su. Pushpa is flower. Hara means garlands, which is plural. It's Hara means singular. Hara means plural. Okay, garlands. So there are many women who are holding, okay, holding in their hands divine garlands of flowers. Okay. We'll go to the next line. Stunvanti. Okay, Stunvanti is a verb. Stunvati means it's singular. Stunvanti is plural. I think we have looked at verbs quite a bit. So Stunvanti means it's a plural. It's a verb where so many are singing. You can say praying or glorifying. Okay, Stunvanti. Divya, divine. Nutibihi means with songs of praise or prayers, you can say, or hymns. Okay. So the ladies who are holding in their hands flower garlands made of very good flowers, they are singing praise your praises with divine songs or divine hymns. Okay. Stunvanti divya nutibi. Phani bhushanam. Phani and bhushanam, there are two words here. Adorned with snakes. Phani means snake. Okay. Bhushanam means one who is adorned. Okay. Bhushana and Bhushanam. Bhushanam means because it's a second, uh, it's called second vibhakti, or it's also called k suffix. That means when a word becomes an object. So when they're praying to you, or I think that's the only way you can translate it in English. To you means to one who is adorned. Maybe I should put the word to. It's not the best preposition to put, but to one who is adorned. So they are singing songs of praise to you. Okay, here also I should put to. Tvam means you, Tvam means to you. Okay, like Ganesha is the subject noun. Ganesham bhaje means to that Ganesha you are singing. Okay, so you will come across this quite often. Krishnam vande, Ramam bhaje. So that Ramam means that denotes its second vibhakti, it's called. It's one variation of the noun, which basically means to you. You become an object. Okay, bhushanam. Tvam. Who are you? Actually, they stunvanti Tvam. But who are you? You are Panibhushanam. You are the Lord Shiva himself. Because Lord Shiva's name is Panibhushan. Bhushana. Panibhushanaha is the name of Shiva. So Panibhushanam, to that Shiva, they are singing. So this is the meaning of all the individual words. I would like to just go back again. So here, some people may say Sati is a virtuous, chaste wife who is Sita. Like that, women like that are praying to Shiva. So because of that, I thought Sati also means mother. Sati, who is the daughter of Shiva, daughter of Daksha, was married to Shiva. There's something common for both of them. Both of them have an association with fire. As you all know, Sita, when she had to come back from Lanka, Rama said you had to go through Agni Pariksha. You had to purify yourself with fire. So she entered the fire and came out unscathed. You can say any impurity, even if it was very little, it was also purified, or it was a proof that she was pure, Sita. So that purity is, that means one who goes through the fire of purification is called Sita. Sati also, on the other hand, I don't know whether you all know, she went to Daksha for a yajna for which Shiva was not invited, and she was so upset. She said, I should not be in this body because this body is defiled because of you, whose father Daksha does not um, pray or believe in Shiva. So she said, I will give up this body. And she also entered the fire. So she's supposed to have been born again as Parvati Devi, and again prayed to Shiva and got married. So you can see both of them were intent on purifying and proving to the world that we are pure. Why? To be accepted by the Lord. Sita did that to attain Rama. Sati did it to attain Shiva. So to that extent, we have to be pure. We should be able to sacrifice our own body. We should be willing to sacrifice. Or the body should be, whatever we are using, the instrument which we are using should be so pure. Only then we can offer ourselves to the Lord. Which is actually because they wanted to marry and they become like, Sati becomes half of Shiva. So if we want to merge with the Lord, we have to purify ourselves. Like those women who were willing to go through that fire of purification. So, and that you brings you to there's no other purity greater than that. So Swami wants us to be that pure. And then he goes, you can also see Vishuddha Hrid. So that kind of pure heart one should possess. Okay. So you can say whether they were pure or their heart was pure. So actually the heart should be purified. So also another way to look at it. Vishuddha Hrid Ambujata. Okay, that's all way also you can take a meaning. In poetry, you can have many meanings. So our heart should be pure, like those women. That's also another meaning we can take. Ambujata means it to be overflow with love, and love for the Lord. So that is the way these women are. This is also a description of what happens in Parthi. If you go there early morning, many women will be sweeping the floors, they'll be making garlands, they'll be making garden with garlands, flowers, they will be making pathways. They work with flowers, and they are the ones who knit the garlands in the morning. That happens in the morning. It's a something which one can be witnessed. So, but it also means we should do that work internally also in our heart, is what Swami is want us to learn from this. So, in the Hrid Ambujata means the love should be born in our hearts. Also, is a meaning you can say. Okay, so I thought I will just Bahvangana. The anga also means every limb. Okay, every limb is also made beautiful. Angana. So there is no limb in the body which is not beautiful. So every part. So Bahu Angana means many women is one meaning. You can say all the parts in our body are pure, are beautiful, are worthy of offering to the Lord. Okay. Then what happens? Kara Grihita, in their hands, they're holding Supushpahara. So that means they're having beautiful flowers. In all, both of these, Sita and Sati, they were ready to wed the Lord, to marry the Lord, to become part of the Lord. So Supushpahara means who are ready to garland the Lord. Okay, they're holding in their hands. So that means they're ready to become one with the Lord, half of the Lord. Okay, so that state of being we should be in is also mentioned. Kara Grihita means everything they do in their hand, whatever they do is Supushpahar. All their actions are also like garlands of divine flowers. So that means every activity. So you can see the person should be pure, the heart should be pure, the limb should be pure, and the actions which we do is also pure, like a flower garland. So everything's offering to the Lord. Supushpahara. And then what happens? This Tunvanti. The mouth is actually singing and praising, singing to the Lord. But then the word Pani Bhushanam is used because Pani is snakes. But the Lord, who is ready to even accept a snake, the poison, you they are praying. So we can also say, even if they are a small something poisonous, the Lord will accept that also. And not only one who has to be pure, one who is not a little bit impure also, or impure also, the Lord will accept. That is Shiva. So we are saying two extremes you can see. One is the devotee wanting to be so pure, and then there is the Lord who will accept anyone, even imperfect human beings, imperfect people, imperfect things, even poisonous things he will accept. So that is the punishment, because he will take that as his own adornment. Okay, he does not reject anyone. That is what Panibhushanam. Twam, that is what you are. So this whole thing is to pray to the Lord. Oh Lord, who will accept anyone, but there are so many people who are pure. Please come, because if they are so pure and you come, then others also will get your darshan. Others also will benefit. Is the meaning of this verse, from what I understand. I'm sure there can be many levels of meaning which all of you can. The more you chant and study, you will find. But I thought I will just share this. I thought I will just cover some, grammatical aspects, because it's supposed to be some Sanskrit class. So some words, grammar, I don't want to overload you with grammar, but I thought I will just share some words, because I call it Shabda Variti. That means vocabulary. It's a collection, or of words. Vocabulary is good to have. So I use the words because we came across the word Stunvanti. Okay, Stunvanti is another word coming from the same root, stu, is Stutihi. I think many of you would have come to know Stuti. Okay, Stuti. This Stuti word is a feminine word. As I think I have discussed, in Sanskrit, the words have three genders. It can be either masculine, feminine, or neutral. So the words, not necessarily the gender of a person, even words have gender. So stutihi is a feminine word and it's singular. So it basically means a hymn of praise. So if you look at nutihi, because we came across the word nutibihi, if I go back, nutibihi, that is also, there are slight differences, but I think for our purposes, I would just say it is also a hymn of praise. It is also a feminine singular word. Nutibihi, nuti, okay, nutihi, stutihi, nutihi. The plural of this stutihi is stutya. Oh, sorry. I think plural of that is sutayaha. Okay. Stutayaha is the plural of stutihi. Stuti means one hymn. Stutayaha means many hymns. Okay. So nutihi is one word, one hymn of praise, or one song, you can say, one prayer. Nutayaha means many prayers, many hymns of praise. Okay. Then stutya is a case affix. So, it's a variation of this word stuti, which basically means with that stuti, I am praying to you. Okay. Stutya. So, if we go back, Divya Nutibihi Stunvanti. Nutibihi Stunvanti. So, you can say Stut Nutya Stunvanti. Nutya means with that hymn of praise, they are singing or praying to you. Okay. So if you come here, the plural of stutya is with one hymn of praise. Stuti bihi means many hymns with many hymns of praise. So the same way, nuti and nutayaha. Nutya means with the hymn of praise. Nuti bihi means with the hymn of praise. Okay. So I just wanted you to understand how the words change. Okay, and different affixes, different suffixes are added to the root to bring out different meanings. In English, you use the word prepositions like with, to, by, and so on. But in Sanskrit, the word is affixed with an ending which changes the meaning slightly, so that depending on the context. So stutibihi, nutibihi, which is same. So that's why nutibihi stunvanti. So with those prayers, they are singing to you. Okay. So I thought I will just introduce you. Then I thought I will introduce another word, which is stotram, which also you may have come across, which more or less the same meaning, but it is a neuter gender word, stotram. So stotram is a neuter gender word, stutihi is a feminine gender word. Both mean the same thing. So in Sanskrit, you'll find there are many words um, having the same meanings belonging to different genders. Okay, so that the way they change, conjugate, or take on affixes will change. So in this case, stotram, that is a hymn of praise. Stotrena is with the hymn of praise. So you can say stotrena stunvanti. Stotrena stunvati is singular, stunvanti is plural. The plural of stotram is stotrani. Okay. Stotram is singular, stotrani is plural. Okay. If it's stotrena means with a single praise or prayer, stotraihi means with many prayers, with many hymns of praise. Okay, so in this here you can also say stunvanti divya stotraihi. Also you can say. Okay, so I thought I will just introduce you. I don't know whether you all are interested in this. I could have formed a few sentences and shown, So that way you understand the how sentences are made. So in this case, so I'm going to use the word Bhakvangana. Okay. Okay, Bhakvangana. Stunvanti. So I mean this is many women are okay. So Bhakvanganas, beautiful, many women are singing to you, praising you. Okay. How they are praising, you can say. So we can take the same sentence and we can say stotraihi. So Bhakvankana stotraihi stunvanti. All plural, okay? All the words are plural here, so I will keep it that way. So this stotraihi can be changed to nutibihi, stutibihi. Okay, Bhakvankana stutibihi stunvanti with many praise and they are singing. Okay. Or you can use the word nutibihi also. Okay. Bhakvankana nutibihi stunvanti or stutibihi stunvanti. So that is a simple sentence of this. But then everything else goes. Who are these Bhakvangana? You can say Karagrihita Supushpahara. They're holding hands in their hands, lot of garlands. Or you can say Hridambujata, Vishuddha Hridambujata. So that becomes an adjective. Okay. Bhakvangana. So we can put the word Vishuddha Hridambujata Bhakvangana Stutibhi Stunvanti. So this is pure hearted, pure women with means it's the sentence structure is slightly different in English, but pure, pure, Hridambujada, heart full of compassion and love, very beautiful women with many of the hymns of praise, they are praying to you. Okay, so this is the way the Sanskrit sentences get structured. So, so I thought I will just share this with you all so far. I think Sister Anita wanted something to be explained again. I don't know which one part. Now only I saw the sister.
Sorry, Sairam. Brother,
Yes.
it was the stuti, the plural and the singular. I was a little bit confused.
Okay. So what we will do is, so if you take the word Bhakvangana, I'm just going to, okay. This is actually singular. If one woman means, let me, so I want to, because Bhakha actually can be a bit confusing, so I'm just going to use the word Angana, okay. Sorry. Okay, so Angana means a singular beautiful woman. Okay, I'm just putting singular. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know, it will work. Let's see if it doesn't work. I have to. So this is a singular verb. Okay, it's basically sings praise. Okay, I would say sings or praises. Okay, whichever way you want to look at. Okay, so this is I'm just going to
One
copy.
woman singing one praise, yeah?
Yes, yes. Wait, catch line. Just going to delete.
Here's how you do a Barack Obama impression. First, make a face like you're incredibly satisfied.
Sorry, somebody else. So this is okay. A beautiful woman
Yeah.
praises or praises, let's say. Okay, or a beautiful woman is praising. Both way you can put. So
Yeah.
it's tunvati.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a sing.
Donald Trump.
Okay. Now this angana, the next one,
Make a
the
face like
plural would be. So
Here's how you do a George W. Bush impression. First, make a face like you're looking directly into the sun.
okay, I'm just going to mute everyone. Okay, yes, please.
Yeah, somebody's.
Okay, you have to unmute if you want to speak up. So Anganah, Stunvanti. This means many beautiful women. So the meaning would be women praise. Otherwise, let me use the word are praising. Okay.
Yeah.
So here you have put is praising. Okay, just because in Sanskrit there's only one present tense. Simple and continuous, all same. So Angana Stunvati is one.
One.
Anganaha Stunvanti is plural.
Plural. Got it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So this is the then, for example, if I take this one, okay, Angana Stunvati, and I can take
Statva.
Nutya. Let me take the word Nutya. Okay. So you can say a beautiful woman is praising with a hymn of praise.
Okay.
Okay. So then I can take this one, Angana Stunvanti,
Okay.
that is plural, and I would put Nutibihi. I will be saving this so you all can see. Women are, sorry.
Yes. Yeah.
Hymns of
Hymns of
praise.
praise. Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Sai
So
Ram.
this is the difference. Just some introduction to Sanskrit, grammar. Angana nutya stunvati. Angana nutibihi stunvanti. Okay. So that is the difference between singular and plural.
Okay.
I don't know if you all
Thank you.
want, I can, do just Sanskrit words themselves. What I'm going to do is I will maybe take the Suprabhatam and, make sentence structures and show you all in Sanskrit. So that way you'll get an understanding of how Sanskrit sentences are formed. Because in Suprabhatam it's poetry because it is verse. But I will put together statements in Sanskrit so that way you understand how the Sanskrit sentences are formed. So that will be a good exercise. I will
Thank you
do
so
that.
much, Mohan. Thank you. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Sairam.
So I will. It's about 2 past 10. Are there any other questions? I thought I would do a little more today with other verses, but then I thought it will be too much, so I didn't. I just left it. If there are any questions, I will answer. If not, we can close. I hope I am not losing you all. I am not going too fast. I'm always worried about that. Because there are many of you, and um, because we don't have that much online interactions, so I hope I am not going too fast. I guess there are no questions, so I will just go over the verse once, maybe just go over the meaning once, and then we can close if there are no questions. Sita Sati Sama Vishuddha Hridambujata Bahvangana Karagrihita Supushpahara Stunvanti Divya Nutibhi Bhushanam Tvam Sri Sathya Sai Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. I will say it, you can follow along. Sita Sati Sama. 1 second. Sita Sati Sama Vishuddha Hridambujata Bahvangana Karagrihita Supushpahara Stunvanti Divyanutibih Bhushanam Tvam Shri Sathya Sai Bhagavan Tava Suprabhatam. Okay, so pure women who have hearts filled with love, like Mother Sita and Mother Sati, virtuous women like Sita, endowed with beautiful limbs, in their hands holding divine flower garlands, singing praises of divine nature with praises or hymns which are divine. They are singing to you. O Lord, to you, Phanibhushanan, one who is adorned with snakes, to you they are singing. This is the beautiful morning of yours, O Lord. So that is what this verse says. Each and every verse not only describes what was going on in Prashanthanilayam every day morning, it is also trying to give us the definition of the types of devotees we should be. Each verse actually is an instruction, it's a blessing, and it's also a prayer that we too become like that so that the day starts well. Swami has given a lot of importance to Suprabhatam. For students, it was to be a compulsory thing every day. Whatever else you don't do, you have to attend Suprabhatam in the mornings. And apparently one boy once asked Swami, in Vrindavan, sometimes it's very cold. Swami, is it important, that Suprabhatam we should attend? It's very difficult. That's too early morning. It's dark and cold. And so for which Swami has apparently told, look here, in the morning, when you wake up, don't you answer the call of nature. You empty your bowels, you brush your teeth, and that sets the day. That is at the physical level. But at the mental and the heart level, internally, Suprabhatam does the same thing. So it is a daily event in Prashantanilayam, a prayer. And each word is actually very powerful. Even if we are not just repeating these words will one day get us to be that point. Apparently, Swami once said, they don't have to do any sadhana. Let them follow the daily rituals, daily, schedule, and they will improve. Not that we may not become the perfect human beings, but every little bit will make it happen. So the words are very powerful. The sound vibrations are very powerful. So with those thoughts, I thought I will stop here. I think next week we will be doing the Palashruti. What happens if you chant this is the next one and the last offering. So that I think next week we will complete the Suprabhatam. And maybe after that I will just do some sentence structures also, so that you become familiar with Sanskrit as a language. And then I will take up other prayers. I think there's a request for Brahmarpanam and the food prayer and so on. And then after that we will take up the Ashtotram. So that's the plan of action. If you all feel something else needs to be done, please let me know. We will continue next week. With those thoughts, I think we'll close with Samasta Loka and Shanti. Sai. Om Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sairam, everyone.